Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. In last class, we have done till question number 8 of exercise 6D. Today we are going to start remaining questions of the same exercise 6D. Let's have a look question number 9. A point P is equidistant from R minus 2, 4 and S6 minus 4 and its x coordinate is twice its y coordinate. What is given? A point P which is equidistance means same distance from R and S, and its x coordinate is twice its y coordinate. What does it mean? Find the coordinates of P. So first we have to let the coordinate of P is px comma y. According to question, in question given its x coordinate is twice its y coordinate. So x coordinate, according to question, x coordinate is equals to twice means multiply by 2. 2 multiply by y coordinate. Therefore, coordinate of P, what we have let the coordinate of P x comma y, but in this case the coordinate of x is 2 multiply by y coordinate, that is 2y, and y is same, is y. So x coordinate becomes 2y and y coordinate is already y. As P is equidistant from R and S, given in the question a point P is equidistant from R and S, so we have to say that the distance PR is equals to distance PS. Now we have to find the distance of PR and distance of PS and equate both of them. What is P? P we have find 2y comma y. What is R? R is given in the question minus 2 comma 4. Now find the distance of PR by using distance formula. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So we can use the formula of x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square, or you may say x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. The answer is same. So 2y minus plus. Okay, 2y plus 2 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Now find the distance of PS. What is P? 2y comma y. What is S? S is given 6 comma minus 4. So 6 comma minus 4. Find the distance of P and S by using distance formula. PS 2y minus 6 whole square plus y minus plus 4 square. As PR is equals to PS, this is given in the question. So equate the value of PR is 2y plus 2 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Square root is equals to PS is what? 2y minus 6 whole square plus y plus 4 whole square, square root. Now if you see, the middle sign is equal, and if you see square root on both sides, so you can directly cancel both the square root like this. And see this 2y plus 2 whole square, we have to expand this 2y plus 2 by using a plus b whole square formula. Here a is 2y and b is 2. So a square 2y square plus 2 into 2y into 2, 2ab plus 2 square b square. Apply the formula of a minus b whole square. In this case a square is y square minus 2 into y into 4 plus b square 4 square is equals to, see this, is equals to 2y minus 6 whole square. So 2y square minus 2 into 2y into 6 plus b square 6 square. Y plus 4 whole square, y square plus 2 into y into 4 plus 4 square. Now expand. 2y square is 4y square. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8y plus 2 square is 4 plus y square is y square. 2 4 the 8, 8 into y minus 8y. 4 square is 16. This is equals to, this is equals to 2y square 4y square. 2 to the 4, 4 6 are 24y. 6 square is 36. Y square is y square. 2 4 the 8, 8y plus 4 square is 16. Now see carefully, left hand side 4y square cancel by right hand side 4y square. Left hand side y square cancel by right hand side y square. You can directly cancel to left and right side if you see the same term in both sides. See this carefully. This is plus 8y cancel by this is minus 8y. So what is remaining in left hand side? 16 plus 4, 20 is equals to. See this. This is minus 24y, this is plus 8y. Minus 24 plus 8 is minus 16, sign of the bigger number. 36 plus 16 is 52. So move this minus 16y on other side, it will become 16y is equals to move this 20 on other side, 52 minus 20. 52 minus 20 is 32. So this 16 is multiply over here, this should divide by 32. So y is equals to 32 upon 16. 16 1 the 16, 16 to the 32. Hence the coordinate of P. What was the coordinate of P? Are 2y comma y. So P is 2 into y. What is y? Y is 2 comma y. What is y? 2. 2 to the 4. P is 4 2. Hence this is the answer of part 1. What was part 1? Find the coordinates of P. Coordinates of P are 4 comma 2. I hope you understand. Now let's have a look second part of this question number 9. What is second part? Hence determine whether P R S are collinear, showing your working clearly. This is very easy. P is 4 2, we have find in part 1. R is given minus 2 comma 4. S is given 6 comma minus 4. Students, we know that if 2 or more than 2 points are collinear, and we know that if the points are collinear, then the gradient of all the points should be same. So first we have to find the gradient of PR. How to find the gradient? By using y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 formula. 4 minus 2 upon minus 2 minus 4. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2 and minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. The answer is minus 1 upon 3. Now find the gradient of RS. y2 minus y1 minus 4 minus 4 upon x2 minus x1, 6 minus minus plus 2. Minus 4 minus 4 minus 8, 6 plus 2 8. 8 cancel by 8. The answer is minus 1. As we can see that the gradient of PR and RS is not same. As gradient of PR does not equal to gradient of RS, it shows that PRS are not collinear. So the answer is no, because question in the form of showing your working clearly. Hence determine whether. Whether means we have to write the answer in yes or no form. Whenever you see the word whether in the question, it means you have to give the answer in yes or no form by giving a suitable reason. So what I wrote, as gradient of PR does not equal to gradient of RS, it shows that PRS are not collinear. So the answer is no, they are not collinear. I hope you understand. Let's have a look question number 10. What is question number 10 is? See question number 10. What is question number 10? The coordinates of 3 points are A minus 1 comma minus 6, B 3 comma minus 12, and C K comma 6. find the value of k if part A, B, C are collinear. Solution. Student, very easy part. As the given points are collinear, so it means the gradient of AB must be equals to the gradient of BC. How to find the gradient of AB? By using the formula of gradient. y2 minus y1 minus 12 plus 6 over x2 minus x1 minus 1. Similarly, find the gradient of B and C. y2 minus plus y1 upon x2 minus x1. 12 minus 6 is what? Minus 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. 12 plus 6 is 18. K minus 3. You can cancel this by 2. 2 3 is 6. 2 2 is 4. Minus 3 over 2 is 18 over K minus 3. Cross multiply. Minus 3 multiply by K minus 3 equals to 18 multiply by 2. This is cross multiply. Now see remaining work. 3 into K minus 3K minus 3 into minus 3 minus plus 3 9. 18 to the 36. So 9, move this 36 on this side, it will become minus 36. Move this minus 3K on this side, it will become 3K. 9 minus 36 is minus 27 is equals to 3K. Minus 27 upon 3 is equals to K. 3 1 is 3, 3 9 is 27. So the value of K is minus 9. This is part A. Now part B of question number 10. Find the value of K if, what is part B? Part B is AB is perpendicular to AC. Very easy. We know that if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their gradient must be equals to minus 1. So we have to say gradient of AB multiplied by the gradient of AC should be equals to minus 1. How to find the gradient of AB? It's very easy. We have already find the gradient of AB in this part. What is the gradient of AB which we have already find? Minus 3 upon 2. And find the gradient of AC. Very easy. This is A, this is C. Again find the gradient of AC by using gradient formula. 6 plus 6 minus plus 6 plus 6 over K minus plus K plus 1 is equals to minus 1. Minus 3 over 2 into 6 plus 6 is 12. K plus 1 is equals to minus 1. Minus 3 multiply by 12 and 2 multiply by K plus 1 is equals to minus 1. Numerator multiply by the numerator and denominator multiply by the denominator. Minus 12, 3 into 12 is minus 36. 2 into K is 2K. 2 1s are 2 is equals to minus 1. Minus 36. Move this 2K plus 2 on this side. It will multiply by minus 1. So minus 36 is equals to minus 2K minus plus minus. Now move this minus 2K on this side. It will become 2K. Move this minus 36 to this side. It will become plus 36. So 2K is equals to 36 plus minus 2 is what? 14, sorry. For 36 minus 2 is 34, sorry. K is equals to 34 upon 2. 34 upon 2 is what? 17. So the answer of the value of k is 17, and in part A the value of k is minus 9. This is question number 9. It's question number 10. Very easy question. Now let's have a look question number 11. This is very easy as compared to question number 9. See question number 11 of the same exercise. What is question number 11 is? The coordinates of 3 points are a minus 1 minus 3 b 2 3 c 6k full stop if AB is perpendicular to BC, find part 1 the value of k. Very easy part. According to question, AB is perpendicular to BC. So we know that if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their gradient must be equals to minus 1. Now find the gradient of AB. It will very easy because we have done lot of questions of this type. 3 plus 3 over 2 plus 1 multiply by the gradient of BC, k minus 3 upon 6 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. 3 plus 3 is what? 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. Multiply by k minus 3 upon 6 minus 2 is what? 4 minus 1. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. And this 2 cancel by this 2, 4. K minus 3. This 2 multiply by minus 1, it should be minus 2. K is equals to minus 2 plus 3. K is equals to 1. So this is the answer of part 1. Let's have a look part 2. What is part 2 of the question is find the gradient of AC. What is A? Minus 1 minus 3. What is C? 6 comma k. But we have already find the value of k, which is 1. Therefore the gradient of AC is 1 plus 3 over 6 plus 1, 4 upon 7. This is the answer of part 2. The end. D and question number 11. Okay, let's have a look question number 12. Last question of today's class. What is question number 12 is question number 12. Determine whether the 4 points, whether the 4 points 2 1 minus 1 minus 5 1 comma 5 and minus 2 minus 1 are the vertices of a parallelogram, comma, showing your working clearly. This is question number 12. Student, first we must know the diagram which is discussed in this question. The name of the diagram is parallelogram. What is parallelogram? Parallelogram is a four-sided figure in which two sides are parallel. Suppose that this is a parallelogram ABCD. Two sides are parallel, means this side parallel by this side and this side parallel by this side. So a parallelogram is a four-sided figure in which two sides are parallel and equal. It means this side is equal to this and this side is equal to this. So this is a parallelogram. Now in this questions we have to check whether these 4 points are the vertices. Vertices means the corner. The vertices of a parallelogram or not. Very easy. If I draw these 4 points on a graph paper, not accurate, not on a scale, just show which point lie on which side of the graph. And why I am doing this, I will tell you after these questions why we need to locate the point. Otherwise your answer would be wrong. Okay, so this is x-axis, for example, this is y-axis. This is 2 1. Obviously 2 1 lie on this side. This is minus 1 minus 5. Obviously minus 1, for example, and minus 5. This is lie on this side. This is 1 comma 5. This is 2 comma 1 and this is 1 comma 5, like this. And this is minus 2 comma minus 1. It means minus 2 comma minus 1, like this. Now join these points. What I told you, we don't need to draw accurate diagram of a parallelogram, but we just plot because of some reason. What is the reason? I will tell you after the question. Suppose that this is our parallelogram. Okay, it doesn't look parallelogram, but we suppose that this is our parallelogram. This point, what is this point? This point is minus 1 comma minus 5. So I assign the name of this minus 1 comma minus 5. And this point is 2 comma 1. I assign this point is 2 comma 1. This is 1 comma 5. I assign this 1 comma 5. This is minus 2 minus 1. So I assign is point D. Now according to this definition, AB should be equals to CD. And AD should be equals to BC, because in a parallelogram two sides are parallel and equal, opposite sides. Two opposite sides. I have to write two opposite sides. Two opposite sides. So AB and DC are opposite, and AD and BC both are opposites. So according to the definition of a parallelogram, these two sides are equal. AB should be equals to CD and AD is equals to BC. Now to prove that whether four coordinates are the vertices of a parallelogram or not, we have two choices. One is to use distance formula, find the distance of AB, find the distance of CD. The answer should be equal. Find the distance of AD, find the distance of BC. The answer should be equal. Now if I draw more clearly this diagram, what is A? Minus 1 minus 5. What is B? 2 comma 1. What is C? 1 comma 5. And what is D? Minus 2 comma 1. This side parallel to this and this side parallel to this. So one way to prove this is a parallelogram or not, by using distance formula, and the other way is to prove this is a parallelogram, these are four coordinates of a parallelogram, by using the concept of gradient. If I assign the gradient of AB is m1, the gradient of DC is m2, the gradient of BC is m3, and the gradient of AD is m4. So if two lines are parallel, we already knows that the gradient should be same. So m1 must be equals to m2. Now we have to check whether these two gradients are equal or not. m1 is the gradient of AB, therefore 1 plus 5 over 2 plus 1 is equals to m2 is the gradient of CD, 1 plus 2 over 5 plus 1. Wait. 1 minus 5. Kindly wait for this question. One plus 5 and 2 plus 1. Wait. This is positive 2 comma 1. BC, DC, DAB. Wait, students, please. Minus 2 minus 1 and kindly wait for a while. 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 2 is equals to 5 plus 5 over 1 plus, wait, this is 1 comma minus 5. Student, kindly wait for 1 minute, please. What was I taken? Minus 1 minus 5. So 1 plus 5 should be equals to 2 plus 1 is equals to and what is our d? D is minus 2 1. Yes, student, there is no mistake. I just took wrong points. Now our A is minus 1 comma minus 5, B is 2 comma 1, C is 1 5 and D is minus 2 comma minus 1. See this, the gradient of M1 is 1 plus 5 over 2 plus 1 is equals to the gradient of M2 is 5 plus 1 over 1 plus 2. 5 plus 1 is 6 over 3 is equals to 6 over 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 2 is equals to 2. Hence, we have proved M1 is equals to M2, but we need to prove M3 also equals to M4. What is M3? M3 is the gradient of BC. Therefore, 5 minus 1 over 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1 plus 5 over minus 2 plus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4 upon 1 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4 upon minus 1. So 4 upon minus 1 is minus 4 is equals to minus 4. Hence, we can say the gradient of M1 and M2 are equal and M3 and M4 are equal. Therefore, we are able to say yes, these are 4 coordinates of a parallelogram. I am sorry students, I just forgot to take a correct point. Now, this is our answer, but why we draw this diagram on the scale? There is a reason. So first you must keep in your mind that this is our final answer because we have proved that M1 is equals to M2 and M3 is equals to M4. This is our final answer. But students, if I take these points directly like this is our answer. Okay, see this. If I take directly these points like this is A 2 comma 1, B is minus 1 minus 5, C is 1 comma 5 and D is minus 2 comma minus 1. For example, if I take directly these points, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and find the gradient of M1, M2, M3, M4. Therefore, M1 must not be equals to M2 and M3 must not be equals to M4. And we will say that these are not a 4 coordinates of a parallelogram. This is wrong. So in the question of type parallelogram or rhombus or square or rectangle, first we have to roughly plot x-axis and y-axis and plot the diagram on x and y. Therefore, we will be able to find the correct way of vertices of a parallelogram or a rhombus or other thing. In this question, the answer is yes. These are the vertices of a parallelogram. But if we take this A, this B, this C, this D and find the gradient, our answer will be no, it's not a parallelogram and we will get 0 in our exam. So kindly must follow the instructions, plot the correct x and y axis. So student, this is our today's class. 2 to 4 questions still remains in this exercise, which will be do in next lecture. Until do practice more and more and more and start past papers of the same topic. And one more request, students, kindly subscribe my channel and like my videos, share my videos to other your friends as well. Okay students, see you in next class.